In this video, we will demonstrate the process of uploading the notice of shipping file, receiving new meters, and acceptance testing. The notice of shipment file is used by Meter Manager to confirm the meter specifications and serial numbers are all correct prior to entering the meter shop. While we are demonstrating the manual upload process, this can be automated. Most of our clients employ this automation as it simplifies the new meter receiving process. To begin the receiving process, navigate to the main menu and select Purchase Order from the drop-down menu. A list of purchase orders is rendered on screen. Select the appropriate purchase order and highlight it by clicking on it. Then, select the Show PO button on the top menu. This will drill down into the PO and show you the PO line. Highlight the appropriate line. Once the line is highlighted, the top menu buttons will become available. Click on the Notice of Shipment File button. A right-hand pop-up box will appear. You'll notice that there are 2 previous attempts to load a Notice of Shipment file. If you highlight a line item and click on it, Meter Manager will detail the exact reason why the file failed to upload. This can be extremely helpful in working with your vendor to correct the file. The other reason for the failure is that Meter Manager has identified a problem with the new shipment that requires your attention. Such issues could be duplicate serial numbers, incorrect firmware, or an incorrect configuration. When we are ready to upload the Notice of Shipment file, click Select Files. Select the file to upload. Once done, click the Load button on the bottom of the screen. Meter Manager will then scan the file to ensure the incoming shipment information is correct. If everything is accurate, the file will be accepted and loaded. Click Close to close the pop-up window. Next, we'll navigate to the main menu and select the Receive button. A pop-up box will appear. Highlight the line item you wish to receive and click Next. You will then be asked to select your preferred acceptance testing protocol. We have the option to defer sample testing, create sample testing, or skip sample testing. In this case, we will create sample testing. Click Create Sample, then select Add New. Then select your sample test criteria. Click Save and click Complete Receipt button. Meter Manager will now receive and create those meters. Click Next and Close. Now we will navigate to the main screen and select Sample Testing from the drop-down menu. Highlight the test we just created. We can see and confirm that we have the correct PO number, meter spec, and these meters are currently in quarantine awaiting sample testing. Select Tests from the top menu, select Add New, and enter the meter number or numbers to be included in the sample test. Select Find. Once the meter number or sequence has been found, for this video, we'll just test 1 meter. If this were an actual test, the ANSI standard you selected would dictate how many meters you need to test. Once Meter Manager finds a meter, click Add at the bottom of the screen. If the meter needs to be assigned to a container, enter that container number here. In this configuration, the container number is not required. Now you can see that our specific meter has been added to this sample test. Next, we'll navigate to Item Test on your main menu. Enter the meter number you wish to test and click Find. The testing menu is rendered on your screen with the predefined required tests for new meters. In this video, we will manually enter the test result. There are many options here. Meter Manager integrates with almost every piece of test equipment on the market. The level of integration depends entirely on the level of access we are granted by the manufacturer. For example, if you are running Tesco test board equipment, Meter Manager will run the test board and automatically bring back the results. This is a result of a deep integration and complete communication between the systems. The implementation team will set up the process according to your specifications and be certain that all staff are trained on how to use Meter Manager in conjunction with your specific test environment. We'll now complete the test criteria manually. Once the tests have been successfully completed, we'll then select Complete Test at the top of the screen. We have the option to move the meter to a new container if desired. Click Save. We'll come back to Item Search to review the changes to the meter disposition. We can see that our meter status has changed to Sample Passed. The CIS system value is -99. This means that the asset has not yet been created in the Customer Information System. In the background, Meter Manager is communicating with the CIS system. It is telling it to create the asset. Once the CIS system confirms that the asset has been created, Meter Manager will then change the status of this meter to Stocked. Once stocked, the meter will be available to be deployed into the field. In the meantime, you can see the complete history of this item. If we select Tests, you can see that this meter has its manufacturer testing and accepting testing that we just performed. If we go back to the meter, you can view all of the meter attributes, including its warranty information.